Hello all, Arigato here from me in the garden, and we're going to start here with the apple tree, which, as you can kind of see, is starting to green up a little bit. It's the last day in March, so hopefully things will stay relatively cool like they have done, and I know better. It's Central Texas, it's going to get hot. But if you look down on the ground, you're going to see a bunch of roundweed, what's usually called. I'm very happy with this. It's helping to get rid of the lawn. What looks like clover isn't. It's actual cocklebur. On the flip side of that, I do have actually got quite a bit of clover seed spread out. Half a pound over the entire lawn. A little bit in the back, most of it up front. So that's kind of nice. Over here, we've got the oregano, and the oregano is actually doing really nicely, kind of bushing up again. I need to do a little bit more trimming of it, harvest some more off of that, but that's okay. Over on this side, the onions got beat up pretty badly when we filled up the water tank for the fish. I have goldfish now. My kids decided they wanted some goldfish. The irises and daffodils are doing nicely. I've added a few more seeds in there. Just some local wildflower seeds. So, just a mix type thing. Down here, I definitely need to come in and take out the daikon. It's bolted and it's not going to be any use to anybody anymore. The asparagus, though, is looking really nice. So that's kind of nice. This pot here is this part right here. I believe that one has bluebonnet in it. So hopefully some of those will come in, please. If I can get some of those to start, then I'll be very happy. These here and here also have wildflower mixes in them. I think one of them might have a different brand of bluebonnet seeds. Hopefully I'll get something out of it. The other one has Indian paintbrush. So anything that comes up gets transplanted out into the main area, just on general principles. The mesclun mix, I do need to just pull it out because it's all super spicy stuff anyways, and nobody wants that. The strawberries here are doing quite nicely. The thing's bushing up very well, but you can just kind of see little bitty berries, so that's good. The cilantro is not looking great, but I think I've got one or two survivors. That's what I really need. Whereas these carrots, on the other hand, are doing excellently. It's been just warm enough so that they're getting bigger, and I haven't seen any tops yet. Well, other than greens and everything, but I have good hopes for actually good carrot production this time around. Over here, we've got plant flowers growing in, and back over there, now, you can't really see it from here, but that ornamental that we planted in is coming in. It's coming back fairly nicely, so that's good. Over here, these are probably daffodils, all of them, and they're coming in pretty nicely, so that's useful. This particular ornamental, really can't see it very well from this angle, but it's there and it's growing, and it survives the lawnmower pretty well because it does stay very low to the ground. It stays below my lawnmower blades, so that's fine. Over here on the raised bed, we have decided that we are going to tear this out and rebuild it. We'll do a $6 million man on it. We have the technology, we will rebuild it. And because what you can see here is, if you look at that grass tuft right there, that's actually the piping right there. It's shoved its way all the way back up to the surface. So that's just no good at all. Now if you look over here, you see mushrooms. I don't know what kind of mushrooms. I'm not going to eat the mushrooms, but I actually like the idea that there's mushrooms in there. It's a good sign of good, strong health. So, yeah. Over here, the snow peas. I am actually seeing snow peas. I do see one. Is it kind of hard for me to see on the screen here? But that plant that's right in the center there. Let's see if I can get a little closer. There we go. You should be able to see it. Yeah, there it is. I can see the screen a little bit better now. So we got snow peas coming in. Those will make a good addition to, well, something. Over here, late addition, but I'm about 98% certain, yeah, just a little right there, that is a cucumber. So, yeah, I actually got some cucumbers still to come up. That's good. This radish is coming up bonkers, and I intentionally left it to go to seed. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get those seeds, because I'm quite certain some of these flowers have been fertilized. Not all of them necessarily, but quite a few of them. And they're pretty little flowers, and hopefully the local bees are enjoying them. So I have completely pulled up this mesclun mix because it wasn't doing me any good, and why not? And that's what you can see right there for the most part. There's a little bit of grass in there that I need to pull out. Need to come through here and do some weeding. The beets, on the other hand, definitely are coming up and in their own. So that's very good news. Spider warts everywhere. Love the spider warts. No sign of bluebonnets anywhere else that I wanted them, but you know what you're gonna do. The catnip is coming along. It doesn't look as good as it originally did. It's a little bit on the dry side, but it's not bad. So, there's that. Little red car has been fixed. All the repairs are done on it. So, huzzah. Need to send it with the wife to go get registered, but that's fine. Over here, the blueberry is coming in. After worrying so long about it having been dead, it looks like it came back and it's got a little bit of a vengeance going on. So I don't expect to see any fruit off of it this year, but I might be lucky and see some next year. Maybe. Otherwise, this blackberry is definitely playing the I'm going to get there first game. However, if you look at that spike, you can see those monster thorns on there. So it's not going to be a very pleasant thing to try to harvest off of. I am going to try to train that spike up and over so that it can, you know, trestle along the fence. But it looks like it's going to be very aggressive and very difficult to do. But that's a good sign altogether that it's going to be a healthy plant. So, huzzah. Other than that, the asparaguses are doing well on the back side of this fence. I'm not going to go back there because there's, you know, not a lot to see other than a lot of weeds and a little bit of asparagus. And we don't have any start on the chickens still. More of the tax refund went towards the car. Yes, the car, and was anticipated. So it looks like the chickens are going to have to wait until autumn. And I definitely need to mow again, but it's been raining off and on for the last couple of days. So I'm not going to mow this week. Probably next week though, or maybe it'll rain. I have no idea. Hopefully it'll rain. I do need more rain. But that's where we stand for the most part. And I'll give you guys a major update next time we go through and when we move this thing. It shouldn't be too hard after all. All I have to do is just undo the zip ties across the top, pull the shade cloth off, pull the crossbars out, and then the entire side pieces just come down. And then I can just take the whole thing apart, reposition it, and basically be done. Talk to you all later.